So today I am going to be sharing with you a topper from Uniwigs, and this is called Amber. Now not only will I be reviewing this piece and showing you how to put her on, but also this piece is longer than my bio hair, so I'll be sharing my tricks on how to blend a longer topper than your own bio hair more seamlessly. So this is Amber, and Amber is made of 100% human hair. The length I have her in is 16 inches, and you can tell already that she's going to be a lot longer than my bio hair, but we'll look at ways to blend it more seamlessly later in the video. The colour that I have this in is a classic Uniwigs blonde, which is vanilla butter blonde, and the code for this is 626R. It's a beautiful dark blonde base with these light blonde highlights all the way around. It's a really dimensional and stunning blonde colour, great for summer. The other feature of Amber, which you can have if you want, is you can opt for Amber to come with bangs already cut in. So I've gone for the one with bangs, but you can also order her without as well. So these bangs here are roughly about 5 inches. So let's look at the base. So this is Amber's base. She is 6 by 6 inches. So 6 by 6 from side to side and then front to back. There are 5 pressure sensitive clips. If I hold it like this, you've got one at the front and then 2 at the sides and 2 towards the back. All this dark area here is wefted hair. And then in this section here, this is a silk topper. So a silk top is going to look probably the most natural, though you won't see any knotting in this area here, and it will look like the hair is growing from your own scalp. So if I show you here, it already looks like a fleshy colour through the part. I've never tried a silk top before. I'm really excited for this. I've only had lace tops before, so I'm hoping that this will look super realistic and super natural. So this clip at the front here, you can choose to keep this in or you can choose to remove it if you want to. There is a polyurethane strip at the front here, so if you were to remove this clip, you could add some glue or some tape onto that strip and glue it down to your front of your forehead if, like me, you have a receding hairline. I'm going to try it without to start with, and then if I feel like I need to take the clip off, then I will do, but I'll have a go with the clip to start. Okay, so that's the base. Let's get her on and see what she looks like. So to put on a topper, some people get hold of it and like to flick it from the front. For me personally, I like to grab hold of it kind of with my fingers and then take it round the back and then place it on my head. Now, the way that I gauge if it's central is, first of all, by that centre clip. Make sure that's in the centre of my head. And also, I'm just grabbing onto the clips at the side here. I'm just checking that they are even. There's not one that's too far over that way or one that's too far over that way. I'm getting them centred like this. You'll also know if it's centred properly because the lengths will be uneven. So if you want to place it slightly on your head and then just bring the hair forward and check that it's an even length. And then you know that the topper is placed centrally on your head. So it's on. Now I'm going to secure it using the clips. So when I place the topper on my head, I always have the clips shut, and this is to stop the clips from snagging on my bio hair when I put it in, because if you want to move it around then the clips can catch. So they're all currently closed, so I'm going to go around and I'm going to open them and then secure them. Now you can see that my bio hair starts quite a way back, so I'm going to have to clip this in here, and I'm going to hope that it's not too far back. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to go around and do the same with all of the other clips, opening each one, kind of scooping my bio hair into the clip and then pressing down to secure. And then this is number 4. There we go. She feels really secure. I don't have a lot of hair for this first clip at the front to grab onto, but I'm going to see if I can make it work. I think I'm just going to have a play with the bangs. Now, currently the bangs are kind of swept to the side. Now, I quite like this actually. I think it's pretty with these kind of side bangs. But if you wanted to, you could grab these bangs, kind of bring them forward like so. It's not a thick fringe. The bangs are not heavy. They are quite kind of wispy, I suppose, actually. And for someone that is not used to having a fringe, that's perfect, because I wouldn't want anything too heavy. If you wanted them heavier, then you could get it cut in. There we go. So when I bring that forward, it is just sitting on my eyelashes. It would be a little bit too long. So I'd probably trim this slightly. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to wear it to the side, like so, because I like that. But there's that flexibility to wear it as a front bang or a sweep to the sides. Now let's look at the hairline. So you can see through there is a sign of scalp, which is lovely. You're going to get that appearance in any section of that silk top. So you can see there, it's a lovely natural looking hairline. I think I might go with that parting there, and it's not perfectly straight, but I prefer that because I think it makes the piece look, again, more natural looking if the parting isn't perfectly straight. Now, I've moved the hair and it naturally wants to ping back to where it was, but it's very easy to fix that. You can just spray it with some water, add some heat, and then blow dry it in the direction that you want it. So I'm going to do that now. There you go. So now that I've added the water and I've put a bit of heat on it, the hair, you can see it's not pinging back to where it was before. It's really easy to manipulate human hair pieces to do what you want it to do, simply with water and heat, which is a great benefit of human hair. This piece keeps wanting to fly forward, but I can always put some styling products on that to keep that back later. So there we go. There is the new parting, see, which I think looks really lovely and really natural. I think I really like a silk top, actually. As I say, I've not had one before, but that appearance of scalp is really lovely and really natural looking. Now let's look at the blending, because you've probably already noticed that my hair is, there's quite an obvious transition between the topper hair and my hair. There's this very straight, blunt line because my hair is just cut straight. So I'll get my brush, I can brush those fibres together to try and blend it out. And I think actually if my own bio hair was closer to this colour, it would probably blend quite well, despite it being shorter. However, not only is my hair shorter, but it's also darker than this vanilla butter blonde. So I think it's quite an obvious transition. Yeah, it looks like I'm wearing a topper. If people know what toppers are, maybe some people won't even notice. I personally don't have an issue with this. Like, it's my hair. if I want to wear a longer hair topper on top and have shorter hair underneath, then so be. But I know some people may think, actually I want it to not be obvious that I'm wearing a hair topper, and that's perfectly understandable. So what I would do, if you have a hair topper that is longer than your own hair, like mine, and isn't blending particularly well, then this is what I would do. So I'm going to need 3 things for this. I'm going to need a clip to tie up half my hair, get some heat protection spray, and a pair of straighteners or a curling iron if that's your preference. So I'm going to take the topper hair and I'm going to tie it up and out of the way, and then just left with my own bio hair, I'm going to spray some heat protection, like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some gentle waves into the hair. Just some slight waves. Like so. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same with the topper. So I'm just going to release that hair. I'm going to grab my heat protection spray. I'm just going to give this a minute to kind of dry off slightly. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to add some curls, some waves into the topper. Now, before I start this, even though this is secure on my head with the clips, by pulling the straighteners through, especially when trying to curl, can put a bit of additional pressure on the base. So what I like to do, if I feel it tugging a bit too much, is I like to just push down on the topper at the base, just to support the tips a little bit. It's not going to fall out, but I don't really want it to pull too much on my own hair. Now that curl didn't work very well. I'll try again. That's better. And because I don't want anything super, like I don't want these curls to be super tight, I just want them to be quite loose. So I'm taking bigger chunks of hair when I'm doing this, because the bigger the chunk of hair you take, kind of the more loose the curls tend to be. If you do it with smaller sections of hair, the hair tends to really curl quite tightly. Now, some of my own bio hair did actually get caught up when I tied it up, so I'm just gonna curl it with the topper hair. You can see my hair is curled with. I'm going to move on to the other side. I just find this side really the trickiest side to do. I feel like I've not got enough pairs of hands. bit of my bio hair is kind of left out, so I'm going to include that in the curling. So the hope here is that by curling my bio hair with the topper hair, it's going to look more natural. Perhaps just like I've had like blonde highlights, but I've got a darker base colour underneath. Okay, so I think I've curled all of it now, so what I'm going to do now is just use my fingers and pull my fingers through the topper and my bio hair together, just to loosen up those curls a little bit, and then through my bio hair underneath. There we go. Okay. Now, so all of the hair is curled, including my bio hair. I've kind of tried to blend together by running my fingers through underneath and on top. Okay, let's have a look at the blending now then. So if I have a look underneath, you can still see a slight line here just from the back, but actually my bio hair at the front has blended in with the curls. So initially I was just going to curl my bio hair and then curl the topper hair, but what happened was I missed some of my bio hair out and actually ended up curling it with the topper hair, and I think that's worked out really well because now it looks far more seamless. Look at that. It's like the hair is blending in because of the curls. So although it's still a little bit obvious, I think it's less obvious when you put curls in, and it just has helped it blend so much better. What do you think? I think it's beautiful. I'd have no issue wearing this. Let's have a look all the way around. So we've got front, side, back, other side, and then back to the front. So this is a really stunning topper. I adore this colour. It is so beautiful. You can see the different dimensions in there, the dark blondes, the light blondes. It's a really beautiful colour. It's really soft, it's good quality. The base is good quality, like feels sturdy but not too thick on my head at all. It barely feels like I've got anything on there at all. The pressure sensitive clips, there can be a difference with pressure sensitive clips from company to company. These are a good quality pressure sensitive clip and they can grasp onto a good amount of hair without then pinging back open. They're really sturdy. I don't feel like I need to remove this front clip because of the bangs. You're not going to see a hairline anyway, so I'm quite happy with that clip in the front. But again, as I said earlier, if you want to remove it, you can do, and then add some glue or some tape to secure it to the front of your head, just for that extra little bit of security. Perhaps if I was going to like a theme park or something, I would probably glue it down, because if I'm going on roller coasters and stuff, I don't want it potentially going to flap in the wind. So yeah, I think I would probably glue it in that case. So just a reminder, this is Amber and she's made by Uniwigs, and you can find her on the Uniwigs website. The colour is Vanilla Butter Blonde and the length is 16 inches. She's 100% human hair and is, in my opinion, a beautiful topper. If you would like to get a 15% discount on your order with Uniwigs, you can use my discount code, which is Lucy15, so Lucy and 15. I'll drop all the details of this piece in the caption below, and if you have any questions, then let me know.